Okay, a florist divided F flowers equally among 6 vases. Write the expression that shows how many flowers were in each vase. Okay, so first let's identify the variable. We've got F, and that's going to represent the number of flowers. Okay, then that number of flowers that we don't know is being split equally among 6 vases. So we've got our total number of flowers, and we're going to divide that up into the 6 vases. Okay, you could also write it as F divided by 6. Okay, next we're going to jump to number 3. It says Jackson spent 7 of his D dollars on a sandwich for lunch. Write the expression that shows how many dollars Jackson has left. Okay, keyword is left there. We are thinking about subtraction. Okay, so we're going to let D represent the money spent. Okay, and we don't know how much he had, let's not let that be what that represents. D is going to be the dollars. Okay, so we're going to take what Jackson had, which was the dollars that we don't know, and subtract that from what he spent on the sandwich. So our answer would be D minus 7. Okay, let's jump to number 5. It says, Lee saw sea cardinals and 5 robins in his yard. Write the expression that shows the number of birds Lee saw in all. Okay, keyword is in all. In all is a keyword for addition. Okay, so we're going to take his cardinals that he saw that we don't know and add it to the 5 robins he saw in the yard. Okay, and then we're going to jump down to number 10. Okay, it says Vanessa makes 7 identical flower arrangements for each table, or for tables at the banquet. Each arrangement contains some roses X and tulip and 9 tulips. My apologies for that error right there. Write and simplify an expression that represents the number of flower arrangements Vanessa made. Okay, so first let's figure out what one flower arrangement is going to look like. Okay, one flower arrangement, that's going to contain an X number of roses plus the 9 tulips. Okay, that's for one flower arrangement, but I want to know what 7 of those are going to look like. Okay, so I'm going to take that and multiply that by the 7 arrangements. Okay, and now I'm just going to simplify that expression. So we've got the first part down where it says write the expression. Now I'm going to simplify that expression. Okay, to simplify that, I'm going to distribute the 7 to the inside. So I have 7 times X gives me 7X, and 7 times 9 gives me 63. Okay, and this last part we've got here, it says go to number 11. You're at a farmer's market and you want to buy apples and grapefruit. The price structure is as follows. It says each bag of apples costs $2 per bag. Each grapefruit costs $4. Okay, you decide to buy 5 bags of fruit, each containing X bags of apples and 1 grapefruit. Okay, so let's figure out what that looks like. Okay, once again, we are buying 5 total bags, but I want to know what it's going to look like to buy 1 bag first. Let's identify that inside piece. Okay, so I'm going to buy X bags of apples, so I'm not sure how many apples I'm going to buy, so that's going to be represented with the variable X. And I know that, and how much is 1 bag of apples? Well, it says it right here, $2 per bag. Okay, and then I want to buy 1 grapefruit. Okay, well, grapefruit cost $4, so I'm going to add 4. And once again, that is for 1 bag of fruit. I want to know how much it's going to be to buy 5 bags of fruit. Okay, so I'm going to take that and multiply that by 5. Okay, then the second part is saying write and simplify an expression that represents the total cost you spend at the farmer's market. Okay, so I'm going to take that expression, 5 times 2x plus 4, and I'm going to simplify it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and distribute that 5 to the 2x. I'm going to come out to the side because I'm running out of room. 5 times 2x gives me 10x, and 5 times 4 gives me a positive 20. Okay, that's how much I spent at the farmer's market. Okay, if we flip it over to the back and go to number 12, it says the temperature of liquid is 200 degrees and is dropping 2 degrees per minute. Write and simplify an expression for the temperature after m minutes. Okay, so we know that dropping is decreasing, so that is like a subtraction or negative. So we start at 200 degrees and we are dropping 2 degrees per minute, and they want us to use m as that variable. Okay, number 15, it says Winston is at an art supply store looking to buy paint and brushes. Each tube of paint cost $5 and paintbrushes cost $3 each. Winston decides to buy 6 sets of supplies, with each set containing T tubes of paint and 3 paintbrushes. Write and simplify an expression that represents the total cost of the art supplies you buy. Okay, so first I have some pre-work that I need to do, or you could just do it all in one equation, expression. So I'm going to come out over here under number 14 so I don't run out of room under number 15. Okay, so it says that the paintbrushes are $3 each here. Paintbrushes cost $3 each. And they want to buy 3 of those. So I need to figure out that cost. Okay, well, if the paintbrushes are $3 each and they want to buy 3 of them, that total cost for just the paintbrushes is $9. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to 15. I'm going to think about the whole thing as a picture. Okay, so it says each tube of paint costs $5 and they want to buy sets of 6. So 6 sets of the $5 per paintbrush, and we're going to use T for the paint. So 5 T for the paint, tubes of paint right here. And then we're going to add that to the $9 that we spent already on the paintbrushes. Okay, now we're just going to simplify that. Okay, so we're going to distribute the 6 to the 5. So 5 times 6 would be 30. 30T. And then 6 times 9 would be 54. And that is your answer. Okay, guys, the last one we're going to do together is number 16. It says a local music band is organizing a concert. They have decided to sell tickets to raise funds for their upcoming album. Each ticket costs C dollars, but they want to offer a discount for early purchases. The band plans to sell tickets in groups of 3, but they want to deduct $5 from the price of each ticket for those who purchased early. Write and simplify an expression to represent the total revenue. Another word for revenue would be like a profit. The total revenue from selling 3 tickets after applying the discount. Okay, so if there's trying to sell them in groups of 3, we are going to take 3 and multiply that by, it says 3 tickets. Well, we don't know how much the 3 tickets cost. So we're going to let that be represented by the variable here that it wants us to use, which is C. Okay, and then they're giving the discount to those tickets. So a discount is telling us to subtract the $5. Okay, so they're wanting us to deduct that $5. Okay, so now I'm going to, I've written the expression, now I'm going to simplify it. So to simplify, I've got to distribute the 3 to the 3C. So I've got 3 times 3C, which would give me 9C, and 3 times negative 5, which would give me negative 15. That is it.